Welcome to another live stream of Custom Screen Printing. We're starting a new live stream tonight at 8 p.m. It's now 8:01 p.m. So we are here to start a live stream. What was that about? Oh, phone. My foot again. Sorry about that, folks. I'm being clumsy as usual tonight. Don't mind me. And so we're starting another live stream tonight. Let me fix this plug first. That won't happen again. Put this through here. That's good. So now we're on live stream. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Step in, enjoy the stream. We are here tonight. Hey there, John Paul. How you doing, man? How are you, my friend? Good evening to you. Good evening. What's going on, man? What's going on, John Paul? Oh, okay, cool. That's good. You haven't gone live in a while, right? Good to keep your watch towers up. So I'm just relaxing and everything tonight. I'm just trying to establish the time zone I want to use to go on live. So I'm just trying something. See how it works out. Trying to see what time zone works for me. So far this has worked, so see who shows up. I'm just trying to establish myself on a nice level. Hey, great farmer freelance. Shane, how are you doing? How are you tonight? What's going on, man? What's going on? Just trying to get myself situated here. Know exactly what I'm doing tonight. Oh, hi, Irene. I'm doing all right. You know, just quiet today. Doing what I normally do, you know. What, the hat press? The hat press is always figured out. Only thing you have to buy is a piece of wood to make a stronger plate for the hat to hold it down. That's all that was the matter with it. I gotta get a strong plate for it. I gotta cut out a strong piece of wood for the plate to hold the hat in place. But I got a plate on it, but I'm picky. I want a better one. That's what I'm going through right now. But it's nothing wrong with it. It's just I gotta replace it. I'm picky, you know. You gotta be picky when you're a woodworker. You know, I want something. You know, if I want to use a tougher hat to print, I want a stronger plate to hold that hat in place. When you hold a tougher hat in place, you can print on it better. Oh, I'll get that all right up and running. I'm going to do it this year. I'm just doing some changes. Everything else is fine. I rebuilt the whole thing. better than it was, but now I gotta get that last one. But right now I have the plate, but I'm trying to reinforce it till I get another one. But I'm waiting for my new staple gun. I recently purchased a rechargeable staple gun, and I never had a rechargeable one before. So I'm gonna see how that works. I had another one, but I bought it from a private party, and unfortunately the other nail gun kicked the bucket. I think he probably used it till he killed it, and then he probably fixed it to work to sell it, and it died after I used it maybe twice, and it's burnt out. But this one's never been opened, so hopefully I never had a staple gun and nail gun that charges with an adapter or with the computer. That's something new I never had, so I wonder how that is going to work out. And hopefully it'll be here tomorrow because they've been slow about shipping it out of now it's in North Carolina, so maybe it'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully, I might show it off in a video or something. But I never had a one that charges a charge up. That's something I never heard of. Amazon sells it. I didn't buy it on Amazon though. I bought it from a private party. Well, I didn't get it in Canada. I got it in the United States. I got it from a guy from Florida. It's screwed up over here too. But right now, FedEx is shipping it. It's almost on its way. So I bought it on Macari, but a guy in Florida showed it to me. Some guy in Florida. I guess he's what do you call those? He's a merchant. He sells stuff. Um, I can't remember what they call him. I'm one of them. I can't remember what the hell they call it. But put it that way, he sells things and on Macari and sells new stuff and this one was never open. I think it was a lady that sold it to me, a lady or a guy, I can't remember. But I texted him the day I bought it from him, and he shipped it right out. But FedEx is taking his time getting it here. I don't know why, but it is. Lack of probably workers. But this pat press is good. I just have to get another piece of wood to make the plate. But I'm gonna try to reinforce the other one I made up for now. Try to get a new one. I'm gonna reinforce it and use it. But but who knows? We'll see. But everything else is all going very well. It's very quiet. I got a few YouTubers that want to deal with me, so I'm gonna wait and see how that works out. I don't know yet. I really haven't. Hey, Scroll, I don't know yet. I have to figure that out. I don't know. Whatever they charge me, I'll let people know what I'm going to charge because you have to make a profit when you're making things. What's going on there, Squirrel dude? What's up, Squirrel? What are you doing, Squirrel? I don't know yet. I have to figure it out. I want to make the hats look really good though, and I want to learn how to put color, like you know how you do double prints, like one color over another. I'm gonna try to do it on the hats. Come on up, Scroll. Why don't you join me up here? Shane, if you want to join me too, you can if you want to. If you want to. Or maybe Irene will want to come up. It's up to you, Irene or Shane, or join me in Squirrel if you like. You can take 10 people up here and have a little chat. It won't hurt you. You're all welcome up here. You're all friends, so come on up, Squirrel. Oh, I will. Let me get the hat press done first. I'm very picky. I'm a picky person. But the plate I made ain't that bad. Good, here he is. Hey, Farmer Freelance.
What's up, Wayne? How you doing, buddy?
I want to get that hat press. There ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just picky.
No, be picky, man. I know you're picky. I know you're
I have
picky. You do good.
that
You good.
plate.
Good work. You do nice work, man.
I made the plate out of a cheap um, piece of wood, and I
Mhm.
cover it with here's squirrel will come up too. I cover it with a black kind of what do they call that?
Squirrel. What's up,
It's a
How you
Squirrel?
paper.
doing?
Good, buddy. I just finished watching one of your videos, Squirrel.
Which one?
Uh, yesterday I think it was. Maybe yesterday.
I said, which one did you watch?
Yeah. I don't know the title of it, but it was where you ended up. You got a spring and you got a big round piece of metal.
Oh
Also,
yeah, yeah. That
you
was
had
up in the that was up at
you also, yeah, that one.
oh I know where you're at now. I know which one that was it. That was at Orstown Bridge.
Yeah, you were just showing what you found. You weren't
It
doing
was
it. It was just a short
it
one.
was like laying on the like on a ground or something like that, or like
Yep.
grass or something.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that was up at Orstown Bridge.
Okay. Yeah, and you also found a big bridge spike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was on another one. That was on another one.
Yeah, I watch all your stuff. I watch all your stuff, Squirrel. I love it.
Yeah, the big old bolt. What I found was I had to use a grappling hook to go after it because my magnet
Yeah,
kept on falling because my magnet kept on falling off of it, and I had to
so
end the
what
video because I had to end the video and then I had to throw my small grappling hook out there. It was only probably out by
what's the grappling hook look like?
it has like
What's
three
the
hooks
grap
on it. It looks like this. Looks like
Okay.
three hooks on it like that. You have two
Okay.
here and then one here, and then I had to then I threw it out there probably about 5 yards out, and then I dragged it across and yanked a hold of it.
Okay.
That's what that is. That's why they call it a grappling hook. It's good for
Yep.
tires and things that your magnet falls off of,
Okay.
like tires. Let's see what else. A cable.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do with it with a grappling hook.
Okay.
But I have
Hey,
that on a
squirrel.
separate. I have that on a separate rope.
Hey, squirrel.
Okay. Can you? Oh, go ahead, Wayne.
Tell them when you got a haunted video on it. Tell them about that one.
Oh, you mean the one that you about the one up in Gettysburg?
I know the one with the river. It kind of bothering you. Remember that one? Went in your phone.
Oh, you mean about? Oh, that was up at Orstown Bridge. What wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Tell him about it, though, Squirrel. Tell him what
Well, you
happened.
go ahead and tell him.
All right, he was up
What
there
happened?
Just
he was
listen.
up doing some, was it magnet fishing, were you?
Yeah.
All right, he was doing some magnet, and it was this old man that came by, and he was fishing, and I was watching the stream, and he came by and went, boop, and knocked him off. And he said, what happened to my stream? Went right off, and so the old guy just pressed it, knocked him off. And, you know,
What?
Yeah. My whole screen just went white and just shut me off. I remember that now because I was out magnet fishing. I was out somewhere. I forget where I was at. And all of a sudden, when I was out doing magnet fishing, my whole screen just went white. And all of a sudden, I said, "What happened to my stream?" I had to start another one. I had to start through because and Wayne seen it. And some guy just went, just shut my stream off. He just touched my phone and touched my phone and shut it off.
Oh, geez, really? The
Yeah,
nerve of some people. The nerve of some people.
all right, let me
this was
explain it now.
this here was a spirit that did it. Not like a human being like you and I.
Oh, okay? Okay, I see what you mean. Okay.
It's called paranormal.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just came by.
Yeah,
And he just came by and just went, boop, and shut
and
me
turned
off.
it off.
And turned it off.
No way.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
I mean, he just come out and just said, okay,
Yeah, I don't want you filming.
and then yeah, and Wayne saw him. He said Wayne told him, he said, "What'd you get off and leave a stream alone?" He said, "I do whatever I want," and shut the stream off.
Shane, what I am. Now, Shane, I'm going to explain to you. I'm a real medium, all right? And I see
Yeah.
things other people can't
Yeah.
see. His phone, he was magnet fishing. I was watching the stream. The old man said, I said, get away from this phone. He's, shut up, he says to me. He walked like chew tobacco. He had a phone. You know, the people talk and they chew tobacco, and
Yeah.
he was magnet fishing, and his phone started overheating, right, Squirrel,
Yeah, it was overheating,
and it went off.
and it went off.
And
Wild.
so
Wow.
he was like, he didn't know about it first. He seen the he killed his phone anyway. That phone is no good anymore. It killed
Yeah,
his camera.
yeah, it killed my camera. I'm using my
No
old
way.
phone. Yeah, it was a brand new phone. It never did that before, never whatsoever, until I went down to that one part, down to magnet fishing. I had a couple paranormal go into my phone and destroy my whole phone altogether.
Yeah.
And
See,
the
I
whole,
believe.
and
I
the,
believe.
and the whole screen just went white.
Yeah, I believe in that stuff too, Wayne.
Let
I
me show
believe
you
in all
something.
that stuff.
Let me show you something.
You know what that is, don't you, Squirrel? You know what that is?
Yeah, sage.
Sage. Yeah. Sweetgrass. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I didn't want to tell the phone company that. So I said my whole screen just went white. So I said, well, we have to see it. So I brought this phone in. But I had my old phone in, and they saw. I said, well, it looks like some type of a technical issue. I didn't want to tell them that I'm nuts because I said, oh, there's a ghost's butt stuck in my camera.
Yeah, I know.
They
It's
think
hard
I'm
to
nuts.
explain to some people. Oh, you got some too. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I don't
that's
want to say
nice.
that because they may think I'm nuts or something.
I don't need.
Yeah,
the phone.
you know what? Some people are just, they don't have an open mind, Squirrel. Some people don't have an open mind, right?
No, they
They
don't.
don't, no, they don't, right? And it's kind of foolish, actually. You know, I believe in that stuff. I believe in that stuff.
The very first paranormal I actually saw was up in Gettysburg, probably about in the 80s or 90s. I was
Oh,
in my
show 'em?
Confederate, and no, this is before I even knew you, Wayne.
Okay.
I was with some other guys, right? And this place was up in Gettysburg, and this was I forget where it was, like right there in front of Devil's Den. And when you walk back there used to be a bridge back there, and then back in the woods there used to be a restroom. And then there was a big long lane that goes way in the back. It's called the Valley of Death, where the Confederates walked back through to go up around hit the 20th Main. So we walked this path. We started hearing whistle bullets going by like right behind our heads and stuff. As soon as we got down to the end, we turned around and walked back. We seen this. I seen it, and somebody else. It was like a guy wearing a cappy. He was probably about maybe 6 foot, 7 foot tall, and you could see his uniform and his rifle right beside him. He just followed us, and all of a sudden he just vanished. As soon as he hit the lights, he just vanished. That's my first paranormal I ever came up with, and then I started.
Well, mine was. I'll tell you a story, guys. My grandmother, when I was young, I was just a young fella. My grandmother used to like to have the record player playing with Elvis Presley when she had a bath. So she was in having a bath and she had the record playing. And then all of a sudden, the record stopped playing. So, I just figured, whatever, the record stopped or whatever. And Nan thought the same thing. She thought it just ended. The record had got to the end and it had stopped. Well, she got out of her tub and got all dressed and everything and come out to the living room where the record player was. And she tried working it again and it didn't work. And so she come to find out the cord was unplugged from the wall. Right. And every time after that my Nan would have a bath and play Elvis Presley on the record player, somebody, obviously an entity, would pull the cord out from the wall because Nan says it didn't like Elvis. Nan says it didn't like Elvis music. Right.
See, I'm just learning about all this stuff.
All right, I want to let me see you.
It's
check this one out. He's gonna put watch this real quick. Watch this. Okay, you see a van. I'll tell you. You see a van, right there. Okay, you see a van in the background. Now, right there, where it came out of the bush. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
He was dressed in blue.
Well,
did you see the van? Did you see the van? Right?
Yeah.
Nobody got out of the van, correct?
That's crazy.
Now show him again. See the van?
Yeah.
Now watch. Nobody got out of the van. Right there. That guy right there.
Yeah.
He was dressed in blue.
Huh.
Nobody
That's
got out of the
crazy.
van. Nobody got out of the van. Nobody.
I'm
No.
gonna try to find the other one. Well, let me see that picture of him too.
You didn't see nobody come out of the van, correct?
No.
And I started panning over like this, and I had to review it twice, and I kept going reviewing it and reviewing it, and I said, wait a minute, nobody came out of that van. All of a sudden, it just poof, and here came this guy.
And there's the dude. Yeah. That's
And
crazy.
I went back to the same spot last week doing the 150th anniversary. Did the same thing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Hey Wayne, what's the weirdest thing you're a medium? What's the weirdest thing that spooked you, or what's one thing that sticks out in your head when all the years you've been doing it?
Well, here's a little surprise I'm doing. Let me tell you about me, all right? I'm not any ordinary medium. I take spirits out. I burn them up. I don't send them off. I burn them up. Okay? It was like when was it? Not too long ago.
Hey, dirty
This guy
diaper.
named Stephen
Hey, dirty diaper.
Michael of Pond Garden Sanctuary. His daughter brings something home, right? And it was harassing him. Me and Skrull went on.
Hey, Tasha.
To talk to him. And he started saying F words at it to us. Me and Skrull. Remember Skrull?
Oh yeah, him and I were at work, and he said, "Go get on your iPad." And I had my phone. I told him something. He said all these cuss words, and then Wayne said something. He said, "Well," I said, "Come on over here. You party about this. I'll deal with you." He went over and no more.
You know my house in the middle of the night.
Wayne,
through my phone.
if your house is haunted, if my house is haunted, how do I get rid of it, Wayne?
Well, let me finish the story, friend. I'll tell you something.
Uh-oh,
I can't hear you, Wayne.
You're muted.
No,
Okay,
I'm
no,
not
you're
muted.
good now.
All right. What is it? Something
no, you're good.
Something happened to my audio. All right.
Yeah, we can't hear you half the time.
Stop it. All right. Don't touch it. I had someone else playing it afterwards. All right. So one night, Stephen Michael of Pond Garden Sanctuary, his daughter brings some spirit home, and it started harassing her father, and he had to end up making him break his leg in the driveway. Okay. So me and Skrull went on the ferret box, and we were having it out with this guy, and he told me, he started laughing about the guy. So I said, "You want to be a smart ass? You get your butt over here and challenge me right here, right now in my house, right?" Middle of the night, about 2 a.m. in the morning, he came to my phone and he came after me. The biggest mistake he ever made. He grabbed both of my feet, and all of a sudden he went right in the middle and burnt up. Bye. I got the power to do that. My feet.
Yeah, well, see, I got funky stuff happening around my house, right? I think it's my grandfather's still here, right? I think it's my grandfather's still here because I got really bad luck. Our houses have really bad things. Really bad things happen around our house, right?
You must have abilities.
Well, what you have to do is you
that's
get like a spirit box or something.
That's the whole reason for all of this stuff. Plus, I got crystals. Plus, I got I've been trying to get rid of it.
Let me show you something. You got that stuff, right? That it looks like rope. If you've got this stuff, if you don't have the ability to chase them out, too bad you can live by me. Oh, I take care of those.
Yeah, this here, Wayne. This here was made by a medicine woman, a native medicine woman. She braided it, right?
Oh yeah,
and
that could be cursed too. That could be cursed too. Yeah, I think it's cursed. Probably have spirits drawing your house from that thing. I'd get some sage and get rid of that. That could be a curse right there. That thing you have in your house could be drawing them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is that when the spirit can see, if I walk through a house, this is the thing I told Skrull this too. If I walk through a haunted house, I don't need sage. I don't need a spirit box. I don't need any devices. I just need myself. I walk through there, they all run like a.
Come on up here, will you, Wayne? Come on up here, will you? Come on up here, will you, Wayne?
Right,
walk through my house.
Now. Let me tell you a story. Now you're talking to me on this live stream. You know what was his name? John what? That fish, that guy that he's talking to me. What's his last name, Squirrel? You know who I'm talking about. The guy
Uh,
that drew that dress and that wig on that crazy video.
John Aller.
All right, he had a ghost in his house, right? He was on my live stream. And I told that ghost, get the hell out of his house. All right, on the live stream. I said, get the hell out of his house. You leave his house.
I'll be right back.
or-
I'm gonna do some.
no.
If I disappear because the internet dropped, I'm gonna be doing
Oh,
another delivery. Just hang on tight.
okay. So where is the part that you think is haunted in your house?
The whole
Where-
thing, Wayne. The whole
The whole
thing.
house? The
Yep.
whole house? Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So who you think?
Well,
it is?
really weird things happen, and everything breaks. Everything breaks. The lights, all the electrical, the lights have all gone weird, and I put new light bulbs in, and they burn out really quick. Flickering, lights flickering, things turning on and off all the time, things
sounds like,
turning on and off.
What do they call that? They call that poltergeist activity.
That's what I'm saying. It's my grandfather's still here, because
So
my
someone
grandfather, this
has-
is my grandfather's property, right?
I got
And
bad news for you. Now listen in
Well-
when I have to say. Someone else has abilities in your house that's causing that flickering lights. They call it poltergeist activity. It's caused by another human being. It's not caused by any ghost in your house. It's caused by a person that might have abilities in your house. Now, who lives with you?
my wife and my son.
Maybe your son or your wife has it.
Really?
Yeah, and they could be causing it. Maybe I don't know if they do have it, but you have to ask them. Do you have any ability that you knowing? Because that's what happens if someone in your lights are flickering.
Mhm.
That means someone else has it in your house that you're not aware of.
Yeah,
And then
weird thing. Popping fuses all the time. Always
Yeah.
popping fuses. And it's not
That's
because of
it.
bad electrical. It's not because of bad electrical, right? Everybody says, oh, you got bad wiring. No, it's not. It's not that. It's something else. Because if you were here and see the way things, when you put a new light bulb in, it should last
Well,
more than a week. It should last
that's
more
what
than a week.
You have someone in your house that has abilities. One of the two. It could be your son. It could be your wife that's doing
What
it.
about me? Could it be me?
No, you're seeing it going on. Normally, if you were doing it, you wouldn't see it. You're seeing it, so someone in the house is doing it. You got to figure out who it is, and you have to see a counselor about it. Some kind of what do they call that? Some kind of a person you have to talk to about it, because that ability could be pretty dangerous on your part. Because if somebody has abilities in the house you know nothing about, you got to ask your wife or your son about it, because they might have ability. They might not even know I have it. So I don't know what to tell you, but I could chase spirits out. But that could be someone else in your house. Your wife or your son might have the ability. Maybe they do know it. I don't know. You can ask
So
them. But
you say to get rid of this too, Wayne? You say to get rid of that?
that might be something that I don't know if that's causing or not. But that don't look like sage to me. That looks
It's
something like
sweetgrass. It's sweetgrass.
I never heard of that. I never heard of it.
Yeah.
That could be causing you an issue. I don't know if it could be causing maybe someone to come in. I don't know. I use the sage stuff when I use it, but I never use
Yeah.
that kind of. But I don't
Well, see,
use sage.
like I said, I got this from a medicine woman did this for me, a native medicine woman, and she told me when she made it, she said, now that it's done, and she handed it to me, she said, now another woman cannot touch this, or another woman can't touch this. Only I can touch this, right? And
Can
I smudge
anybody
my
touch
house. I smudge my house, right? I light the end of it up. I light the end of it up, and I go around and I open all the doors to my houses, right? Or to my open all the doors, all the cupboards, anything that's closed. You open it, and then I go around and I smudge, right?
got
I'm
a
thinking I'm
feeling-
doing
I got a
something, but
feeling
maybe I'm not.
Someone touched that, because that could be another reason why it's acting. Maybe someone touched it you weren't aware of, and they ain't supposed to. So hopefully
Yeah,
no
we'll
one.
see.
If it did,
Yeah.
you have to get rid of it. because if that American, a Native American, usually draws curses in the home. That's what they normally do. They don't help you; they hurt you. They usually give you. They usually curse things. Sage at the
Okay.
other, but you have poltergeist activity in your house. Someone is causing it, and I think you should ask your wife or your son. Do you have abilities? You have to ask them. If they do, you have a problem because it's caused a lot of violence. Anybody have anger issues in your home?
No,
Get mad? No.
no,
You got to
no.
ask something. Ask your kid or your wife if they have abilities. Just ask them, and they'll
Okay.
if they're open and upfront about it, they'll tell you because that's poltergeist activity caused by a person, not by anything else. A person is doing that. Someone's doing it, and
Yeah, well,
that's what
something is doing it, for sure.
it is. It's
Something's
not a
doing
spirit doing
it. Yeah.
it. It's a human doing it in your home. Someone has abilities, and you have an issue,
Okay.
and you have to ask them. You anybody, and they'll probably, if they're open about it, they'll tell you. Now, if it's a
Well, it's my,
spirit,
of course. Yeah, they're gonna tell me. They would tell me.
if it's a spirit in your house, and I'm talking to you on this session right now, they will leave. Because John, I chased someone out of his house when I was on his live stream. They were bothering his wife, scratching his wife and everything. And I told that sucker, get
Yeah.
out of it. And he never had no problems with
Okay.
it since. So if a spirit is in Shane's house, you better leave, sucker, or I'll take you out and knock you out
Yeah.
like I did.
Hopefully.
So you better
Yeah. I
leave
hope
that.
he heard that. I hope they
Shane,
heard
you
that,
better leave
Wayne.
Shane's house. If you're a ghost, you better leave his house right now. I'm warning you.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a strict warning. Do not bother any of my friends. I'm warning you. I'm not nothing to mess with. You can ask anybody in the spirit world. They're all scared of me. If you go on a spirit
Good.
box and ask about me, they don't want nothing to do with me whatsoever. They don't want nothing to do with me. I can go out in the thunderstorm and it won't even bother me. It stops the
Yeah.
thunderstorm. I walk out there. It don't do it. So I'm telling you,
Yeah. See,
the Lord gave me
Tasha
ability.
hears whispers. Yeah.
I'm just
That's
telling
good.
you,
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Wayne.
because Sastry, tell me what happens once I said that. See if everything calms down. If it doesn't and it keeps doing it, then someone in your house has
Well,
ability.
okay.
Because it ain't the wiring, it ain't the valves you're buying, it ain't blowing out automatically. Because you ever heard the Dead Files? That show on Travel Channel? I watched that. I
No.
watched some of the episodes. There was a woman in that show that had abilities that was making dishes fly out of the cupboard and hitting the floor.
Oh,
Making things fly around the house. And oh my God, I'm saying. And this lady didn't know she had abilities, and she found out that she had it. And it was like things are flying around, but some people even have issues with the lights too. One of the episodes, and they had it,
yeah.
and they found out the woman was hiding her abilities and not. They could be having abilities with spirits, and they can totally ignore them and cause things to happen too. But if it's a
Yeah.
spirit in the house, tell me if it leaves your house, because John don't have
I
any more
will.
abilities.
I will. I will. I will. I knew I will, Wayne, because I've been having. This is a real problem, man. This has been a real problem in my house for a long, long time, man. And I've tried
John had the
everything.
same
Tried
problem. You would have
everything.
had. He told me he had a spirit going through the house, scratching his wife, going after his daughter, and I said, "You better leave him alone." And he showed me around the
Hmm.
house with the camera, and I chased it out. I told him, and he said, "Wayne, I haven't had a problem since you did that." I said, "Because he showed me around the house with the camera. He showed me where the haunted places were, and I chased him out. I told him, get out of his house, get out,
Hmm.
get out,
Well,
get out,
we're
leave."
gonna go for a walk. We're gonna go for a walk, Wayne. You keep talking, buddy.
Yeah, because if that spirit's in that house somewhere, do you know where it actually takes place? Where part of the house is it more active?
It's
Where
right
is
here, right where we're at, right where
right
we're at. It's yep, right here in this room. Yep,
in that room?
yep. This is
What
where
room is
all
that?
the. This is where all. This is a laundry room.
Oh, laundry. So you're in there, huh, pal? Let me tell you something. You get the hell out of his house before I kick your rear end. You can leave Shane and his family alone. I'm warning you. Leave their house alone and leave and get out. So you better leave right now. I'm warning you. I'm nothing to mess with. And your spirit in the spirit world are very well known. So you better leave Shane's house and leave right now as I speak. I'm giving you a really serious warning. Leave it now. I'm warning you. Get out of his house and leave his family and him alone.
Yeah.
Tell me what works. What happens anymore. Let me know.
Yeah, I will, Wayne. Thank you very much, man.
Because John had the same problem that you were. He had a real bad time of it. And he went around the house with the webcam. He's showing me, and he says, "Wayne, this is where it all takes place." He took me up in the attic too. I got a feeling someone was hung up there. I don't know why. I asked him, "Did someone hang themselves up in that attic?" He said, "Not that I know of." So I had a feeling someone did. I don't know, but sometimes when you have a spirit, sometimes you can take it home if you ever bought anything old in the antique store or.
Well, see, here's the problem, Wayne, is this homestead that I'm on is my
Yeah.
great grandfather's property. And this house was built on like on another foundation of another house, basically. You know
Oh,
what I
okay.
mean?
Oh,
So
all right.
I don't know if things happened in that other property and because the house was built right on top of it, it it had still carried that soul or those souls or whatever. I don't know. It's just like I said, this has been bothering us for so long.
Maybe it won't now.
Well, I'm hoping so, Wayne. I really do.
John will have no more problems. He told me, "You don't have no more problems in my house," he said. After you did something, I said, I just told him to leave. I said, leave John and his family alone. Stop bothering his wife and his daughter and get out of the house. Leave. So it might
Yeah.
help me tonight. Maybe it won't happen anymore. We'll see. If it does still
Yeah.
flicker your light and you have a problem with one of them in the house having the ability, but time will tell, I guess. We can.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep on top of it, and I'm going to come back anyway. So, but I'll keep you updated, and I might need to do it again in a different spot. But I know it really bugs me. It really gets under my because
Well, if
the amount of light bulbs and the amount of and things just not like it's just not working right like yeah, actually, and that's the funny thing here, Wayne, because we don't even have a light. We can't even hook a light up here in our laundry room
why?
because of this stuff, because it just keeps popping light bulbs like crazy,
Hmm,
right?
maybe it won't
Like
happen now. We'll see what happens.
this thing doesn't even work. You see that, Wayne?
Yeah.
That's the light switch for this room, and it doesn't even work.
Can I ask you a
And it's
question?
brand new.
You ever get your wiring checked?
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, Wayne.
Oh,
It's
they're all
all
new?
good. It's all super. Yeah, it's all brand new.
You don't have no rodents in like any squirrels?
That's why I'm like, what's going on? Why is all these lights? And then the room next to it, Wayne, next to the laundry room, it has the same issue, but all the other lights work.
I wish it would happen when I was on here. I don't think it's gonna now. You might just have a
Well,
spirit there. I don't really know. Where do you live anyway?
Nova Scotia, Canada.
Oh, that's where my relatives came from. One came from the French and one came from the English part of Nova Scotia. That's interesting.
Yep, yep,
So you came from my relatives from Nova Scotia. Hello, ghosts from Nova Scotia. And believe it or
yep.
not, I had a witch in my family line too. I was told, and she was
Hmm.
a real good witch, and she was really something. That's all I was told. That was way before my time. But the whole thing is about spirits. They're funny. They're not very smart, and some people may get upset if I say this, but they're not very bright. Sometimes when
Hmm.
people now, you ever go to antique stores or flea markets or anything, bring something home?
All the time, all the
Oh,
time, all the
you
time.
might have in your house then. That's
I
all.
love antiques. I love antiques, right?
Ooh. Oh
As you
boy.
see, all the antiques.
Oh my gosh, you might have bring something in your home. That's why.
right?
That could be a reason. I'll
I
tell
got
you
a
a little.
lot of antiques, though, Wayne. I got a lot of antiques, buddy.
You want to hear something funny that happened to me? About 5 years ago, I had a witch in a frame, a picture frame. All right, and I have a sense of people around me. I can't tell you who they are. I'm not allowed to. I could, but I
Mhm.
won't tell who they are. And one of
Yep.
them was one of the top-notch ones in my spiritual realm there. And he took the evil spirit that was in my house and stuck it in the picture frame. And I can tell you this: he told me to throw the picture frame out in the trash. So I threw it out. The rubbish guy came, picked up the barrel, and all of a sudden the whole truck broke down. Boom! Right? I heard it in my house outside, boom, So it was a next door neighbor, a woman, come home from her job, and it killed her next door. It murdered her. It broke her neck and everything. It
Holy
slammed her
shit.
around the house and killed her. And she came to me in the spirit box, and I just used to see if anyone will come through. And she said, "I was murdered. I was murdered, but it wasn't by my husband." She told me that, and she left. And I said, "That's weird." I see him carry her out in the body bag, and I was like, "What the hell was that?" And whatever was in that picture stuck in my picture. I threw out, went after her, and killed her across the street from me. Went right after her
That's
afterwards.
crazy.
And that's how bad spirits can be. If you don't have,
Now, see, we're, you might
no,
think I'm crazy or weird, Wayne, but I
no,
keep feeling that somebody's touching my feet right now.
really, right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yep.
okay. So what do you want to touch his feet for? Get your hands off of
Yeah.
him.
I don't know what that. Yeah.
Get your
I can
hands
just.
off of him.
Yeah.
Keep your hands off the man of the household. You're not allowed to touch him. Back off. Now. Back off. Don't touch the head of the
That's weird.
household.
That's weird, Wayne. That is really, really
You're
weird, buddy.
not allowed to touch the man at the head of the household. Back off. Or you'll have to deal with me. You want to come and visit me, you're welcome to it. And I'll pop your face out of the universe as well.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
You might have a spirit. You might have brought something home from the flea market or the antique store.
Well, see now yeah, and like I said, I love antiques and stuff, and I got tons of stuff, like tons of it, right?
And that could be the reason why you took something in your house. You might have let someone in, not dangerous, but someone might be in the house there if you took it home from an old antique store. Spirits do stick to things like that. They stick to
Yeah, I've
antiques
heard of that. I've heard of that.
and,
Yeah.
and they don't want to let it go. Some people even love their antiques so much they die and they stick to them. And unfortunately, and I tell my brother all the time. And I had spirits in here. I had 12 of them in here one day. Um, when you take something home, it usually sticks to it, right? And I had something like I can't remember what I took home. I took something home. That mirror right here in my door, and I had a spirit in my house. And I said, the spirit. I took them all up. They're not here anymore. But I took all mine out. I don't even use sage or nothing. I just tell them. I give them a warning, leave, and that's it. They leave. Are you
Yeah, well, I
leaving?
hope they did, Wayne. I hope they did leave.
Hold it for a minute. Hey, Infinite, are you leaving right now? I gave you my phone number. Give me a call. I gave you my cell phone in your email. So look it up and give me a call. You want insurance done, give me a call. If you're still here before you leave. All right, so you might have a spirit, and tell me if it slows down. After I gave it a little
Yeah, I
warning,
will.
alone and leave your
I
family alone
will, Wayne, for sure, man.
because I didn't
Because
know you
like
had.
I said, it's pretty stressful, right? When you're yeah. See, I thought it was bugs on me. I thought bugs were calling on me, but it's somebody touching my feet. It feels like I thought I had like like flies around my feet, but it's not. It's
I
something touching my feet. Yeah.
How you feeling
It feels
now?
like somebody's just, they're still doing it. I still feel it. It almost feels like there's flies like
Well,
landing on my feet, but there's
tell
no
him.
fly around here.
All right, let me tell you something. You tell him, say, Wayne told you to leave me alone. Just tell him.
Wayne said to get the hell out of here. So because I'm tired of you.
Tell him to stop touching me too.
Yeah, stop touching me. Yeah,
Your mother doesn't live there anymore, stupid. So stop touching him.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, let me tell you a little story. John, magnet fishing near Squirrel. He had a spirit
Yeah.
to follow him home from a fishing. When he was fishing, someone followed him home. I had to get rid of him out of his house. I told him to leave his house, and he left his house. Oh my gosh, I went on a spirit box with him. And the guy in the spirit box said, "Oh, that guy had a woman with him. She's a moron. And he's stupid." And I started laughing. And he said, "Once you leave his house, what's the matter?"
No, I just keep getting a chill, Wayne. It's crazy.
Oh, really? Oh, you're being a
Yeah.
tough guy, huh? Hey, wise guy, you're being a tough guy to Shane, huh? What are you doing to him? What are you doing? Don't you listen to reason?
Yeah.
Are you foolish? Why don't you bring your ass over my house and let's have a little chat together, huh? Let me burn your ass up like I did the other spirit. You want to leave him alone? Why don't you come over here and bug me? And I love to get my hands on you. I'll make you blow up and you won't be a spirit anymore. The other guy's gone. I took him out. You
Mhm.
leave that guy alone. You leave Shane and his family alone. If you don't want to listen to you, stubborn idiot.
Yeah. Leave me the hell alone. Yeah. Because I'm tired of it, Wayne. Yeah,
You
we've
have
been
to
dealing
do
with
that.
this a long. We've been dealing with this a long time, buddy.
Here it is. Here it is. You have to do
Yeah.
too. You have to stand up to it and say, "Get out of my house."
I've done that. Wayne.
Stand your ground.
I've
Stand your ground.
screamed and hollered at it. Because I knew there was something. I knew there was something else here. I knew, and even my wife has done it. She's even said it, right?
You ever mention my name to that spirit when you're off this live stream and say, "Wayne told you to leave this house or else."
Yeah.
Because they did not want to mess with me. And no spirit, they even said it on the spirit box. They don't want to mess with me. They said, "We don't want nothing to do." Let me tell you a little story what happened to me years ago, right? The Lord put lightning through me, all right? He gave me this power to take out spirits, the Lord up above. He shot some lightning through me. I went to a church one day, right? The guy was like
Mhm.
maybe 30 years old. I walked up to him and I touched his shoulder like he started bawling. He started crying. He said, "Get away from me. Get away from me. You're trying to kill me." I said, "What are you talking about? You touched me and gave me a live shock. I almost died." And he's running, he's crying. He said, "Get out of the way from me. Don't you touch me. I don't want to die." And I said, "That guy must be living in sin." I preach on the
Yeah.
worship channel. My worship channel. You don't know that, right?
Yeah. 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 I do know that. Yep.
I was preaching today,
Yeah.
and one person comes in. The last time it was two people. One guy ran away. He took off out of my channel and ran.
Yeah. Well, obviously he's got demons in him.
No, you know what it is? When
Right.
they hear somebody talking about the scriptures, they got sin. That's what it is. Because you,
Or
between you,
well,
and
yeah,
God,
yeah.
separate. God does not like sin. He likes the sinner, but not the sin. So if you have a sin in your life, then you will know have a communication with God. If you have sin, it separates you from God. I tell people on my channel all the time. That's what happens. You have to let go. If you haven't, look at a lot of stuff that's going on in our world. You know what I'm talking about. You know what sin is. You know right from wrong.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
what's
Big time.
is now
Yep.
is our world, and it's not helping us. It's making it worse. But when you go to an antique shop and you pick up this stuff you love looking at, and you pick it up, and you don't think in your mind you could be letting someone in your house.
I never even
And
thought of that, Wayne. I never even thought of that. And I am super,
do
I'm
something.
superstitious and I'm
Here's
spiritual,
what
right?
you
But
do.
I never even thought. And I know that things attached. I know spirits attached to things. I knew that before, but I didn't clue in until now, right?
Let me ask you a question. Do you have a shed outside your house?
I have 2 old barns. Yeah.
If you have a good shed that has no openings, put all your antique stuff in there and lock it up. And you'll have a big difference in your house. You won't have no ferret. I have right now, I have a ghost in my house. Right now. No kidding. And he doesn't bother anybody. He sits in the corner with his cassette tapes. He loves those cassettes. His name is what's his name? If I can remember. Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith? I met him. I seen him. He talked to me. He's in the other room in my pile with that cassette tapes, and I took it in my room here, and he was right around. He surrounds his cassettes. He took his whole life doing them. He's hip. He's a hippie with a long hair and a fuzzy hair, blonde. And he says, "I made my whole life, and I'm not letting these go." Okay. So I brought it in the room. I didn't know it was a spare attached to that box until I found out, and I met him. And he said, "I'm no harm to you. I'm a hippie." And he kills him. He OD'd, right? When he was like, I don't know how old he was, but at the time, I don't remember now. But he's with those tapes, and he's surrounded. He won't let the tapes go. He's in my other room in the power. He stands around them. You know how a hippie is, a very quiet type. He's a very quiet. He don't make no noise. Very quiet. He'll follow you in another room if you take the tape with you. And he loves those cassette tapes. He made them. He took his whole life making them. Hey, Steve, you want to come up? I'll let you up if you want to come up. See if he wants to come up.
Hey, Steven, what's going on? Steve Batten, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, Steven.
And the whole thing is that spirit's still in the other room until I make them out of CDs, which I have done. Want to see some stuff I made?
Yep.
Oh, here's Steven just came up, I think. Here's Steven right now. Say hello to him.
Hey, Steven, what's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Good, man. Good. Oh, yeah.
Remember those guys?
That's cool.
And that one, I made that one out of a record album. And that was a story you can tell about that one. I made that from a record album. That bass guy died from kidney disease. Harold Reed died from kidney disease. Still not around no more anyway.
Okay.
This guy at the end with the beard. The one with the beard and the glasses on him. The one in the end. He died of Crohn's disease. Back in 1980 of August. I got a lot of those. I got the old one too. I have a rock album of this one too. The original Sattler Brothers.
Yep.
The gospel singers. Used to be, they named themselves after a paper towels, in a hotel. Sattler tissues, they called at the time. Yeah, so tell me, if you have a shed, like a metal shed, if you had a metal shed on your property, one of those sheds you lock up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, mine are wooden barns. Mine are wooden barns, Wayne.
You got one that's
they're wooden barns.
Are they all closed in really good?
Well, one's fallen down. The other one's pretty secure.
All right, so if you have an extra barn, throw all your antiques out there. Take them out of your house and put them in a shed. You see a big difference.
Okay.
Your house won't be that haunted. I think there are ones attached to that stuff you bought and you brought them in. That could be another one too. You could try that and see if that helps, and see if it calms it down.
Yep.
Try anything to get it out of your house because you have a.
Well, Wayne. I'm glad that I came here tonight. I'm glad I came up. Man, because like I told you, we've been dealing with this stuff for too long. It's caused us so much.
That's John what I told him about his house. He ain't having any more issues in his house either. You don't have no problems in his house. His house is calm now. So you could have brought him in. You could have brought him in from bringing all of it from antique stores and stuff.
Yeah.
If you have a good shed to put it in, put it all in the shed. Store it away in your shed. If it ain't falling
Well,
down, the shed.
you know what?
Safe.
If it meant getting, if it meant getting rid of what's going on in here, I would throw all that stuff in the garbage, no problem. You know what I
Put it in the
mean? I would
shed.
have no problem throwing it all in the garbage,
Yeah, but it won't be a
right?
problem. If you put it in the shed, it'll be locked up and locked away. It won't come out. It won't be in the house anymore. It'll be gone. If
Yeah.
that's caught, try that. See if that helps. Because it might be an issue. Whatever you bought in the antique store, put it in that barn outside. Take it out of the house and put it in the barn. See if it helps out.
Okay.
Because it could help you. Because it could make everything easier. If that's doing it, then you know the antiques are doing. But if the spirit left anyway, it won't matter anyway.
Well, I'm hoping it's gone now since you told it to leave and I told it to leave. But I've told it to leave many times, Wayne. I've
See,
I've shouted at it.
yeah, but now
I've shouted at it because I knew there was something. I knew there was something, right?
and then take the antiques out of your house too and put them in the barn outside. Do it as soon as you can in the daytime. Move them out into the barn. Take all the antiques out and put them in the barn. Lock it up in the barn.
All right.
That could help to make it lighter in your house. And they'll follow you. If spirits on that antique, you move it outside into a barn, they'll follow you out there and they'll stay out there. No, try anything.
Yeah.
Keep it calm down.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Steven,
Like I
Yeah.
said, I'll try anything. Absolutely.
what's going on, Steven? Look serious today. What's going on? Smile, man. I know. Well, let me talk to him for. So I'm sorry what happened to your grandmother, though. Sorry what happened to her, man.
Oh, I knew.
Who?
Steven's grandmother passed away.
Oh, did she, Steve? I'm sorry to hear that, man.
I mean,
Sorry to hear that, brother.
She was on her. I knew that anytime now you could hear the Holy Spirit calling her home, and I just say that because it was her time to go. It was like she wanted to go home, and it'd be like, she didn't want to. I mean, she didn't have no pain. It's just
That's
that it was just like it was her time.
I'm gonna be in the chat, Wayne. It's time for me to jet out of here.
Okay, all right.
Okay, buddy. Take care, Squirrel.
The Lord, Steven, so she's in good hands. You don't have to worry. You know where
Yeah.
she is.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's
Yeah,
at rest.
Steve, yes, I'm glad too that she's not in pain and she's not suffering and she's in a way better place than she's in a way better place, buddy. You know that.
Like today I was like, there's some pictures of her mother, and the resemblance of her mother is like, okay, but the similarities of her mother died the same kind of thing, but she was more falling down and everything. She couldn't hold on to nothing. Her balance was off. She kept falling. She broke her legs. She hurt her ribs. Her mother, but she was the same way. She wanted to hold on but not let go, and it's too late when it falls on the floor and busts her head wide open, and he had to go to the hospital or whatever. There's too late on that. And then I think that what they said, that when she fell the last time and hit the brain and it busted through her head, that where it come from, where she didn't understand nothing. And I said,
yeah.
And part of this is that in the nursing home, and they said this right up front, they said they can't keep nobody. Because
they
why?
Can't keep nobody.
They can't keep nobody because of this word. It's called to pay. I said, are you crazy? They're paying you more money as a nurse, and you complaining about our money, complaining about the money. I know what the problem is you're lazy. That's the problem. There's some lazy nurses today. All they want to do is sit around and eat all day, drink all night, and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you right now, that's going to quit and stop right now. They already said it right now. They ain't putting it with no more mess in the hospitals, nursing homes, or nothing. If you can't do your job, they'll take all the
Get out of
conditions away from you. I mean, certificates and everything, because you're not ready to be a nurse. You're not ready to be a doctor. You're not ready for that. Matter of fact, the doctors, half of the doctors in America are killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Yeah. It's here. It's here too. It's here too, Steve. It's up here in Canada too, buddy.
And all, I mean, they were one of the workers over there. It was telling me, or telling my mom and me, when the day that I went to go see my nana for the last time. But all they she did was open her eyes and shut it back again, and that was it. And all you gotta do, and I said, well, that don't make. And then I said, well, and I said this to because when I see something like this, it gets me right back into my Pentecostal style. And I said, look, I said, in the name of Jesus, demon, you better get out of here, because I ain't putting it with you this time. And you know, and so I mean, I was just like that. And then the Lord said these words when when driving home. I'm taking your nana home in a few days to meet me, because she needs to come home. In about a few days, she just went. I mean, I knew, and she said that there's sometimes people praise a healing prayer, but that healing prayer could be the one that is going away out the door. That means God is taking her home or taking him home. And a lot of people saying, why do I don't cry at a funeral? Why do I need to cry at a funeral when I know exactly where it's going to go?
Yeah.
I said, if you know why people cries at a funeral? Because they not been around that person long enough. If you really care about that person, why don't you show up at the house, call them on the phone, and show up at the house and ask them what. Some of the family members are the worst. Your family members are the worst. Let me tell you, I keep telling people all the time, you watch your family members. They don't call you. They don't show up. They don't do nothing. They'll rob you dry. If your parent dies, they fight over all the stuff and around the world. I said, look, don't better things to do.
You're right, Steve. You're right, man.
When my dad, my mother and parent died, everybody in the house had to choose a hat, because he wore a hat all the time. He had more hats in that house, in that closet, than the law allowed. And he worked for a Pepsi Cola plant. He worked for Carolina Store, Winn-Dixie, when Winn-Dixie was Winn-Dixie, and it's Carly C's, but they're down in Florida. They got one Winn-Dixie store down in Florida, still open today. And I wish they still had Winn-Dixie right now, because Winn-Dixie was probably one of the good. It's Carly C's now. Carly C's took the place of really Winn-Dixie. But when he died, everybody chose that. I was the oldest. I'm the oldest grandson, because of my dad. I was the oldest. I'm the oldest grandson. So I picked the hat. So I took that home, and something that I saw one night, I went home, and there was a glow in the hat. And I said, is that a spirit? And my bishop said that might have been a spirit, but it might have been an angel in that hat keeping you protective for probably a little while. What they call is a guardian angel. He said that a lot of times in life, you're an oldest grandson, right? He said, even you're an oldest grandson or middle or young or whatever, God is still protecting you no matter what. God is still there no matter what. He's everywhere. He's in your car. He's in your home. He's in the hospitals. He's everywhere. So wherever you go, God goes with you.
Yep.
So remember, if you had a flea market, God is right there. Maybe that person right there. Maybe you need to pray for that person that walked in your booth. Maybe you
Yep.
need. I mean, think about this because when you're in a, if you're called by God to do what has to be done, there's one thing that I never do that I always ask: do you need anything to pray for? When they leave, they know exactly who I am, exactly what I do, and the places where I go. And if you ask this, one of the guys that come, one of my booths asked me, says, "So you tell me you're an evangelist?" I said, "Yeah, I'm an evangelist. I could tell you right now that you got a problem because I can smell the devil right on you." I told
Yeah.
one guy I could smell liquor right half a mile when you walk in that door.
Hey, Steve, remember that night my crossbow and they kicked you off?
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah,
You thought it was funny. So what is that? How is she going on here?
but yeah, because I got a live at 11 o'clock tonight, which going live because I get more people in the late night than I do in
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why. I guess everybody
It's
is on.
just more people. I think, Steve. More people are around late at night. They're not doing anything during the day. They're all, they got
Yeah,
stuff to do or they're going to work, and
yeah,
I deal with that too with my show. Yeah.
They're all
but
crazy.
But
I
hey,
they're
Wayne,
all
I'm gonna drop down, Wayne. I'm gonna drop down, buddy. I'm gonna keep you updated on that. I really appreciate you doing that for me,
okay.
Wayne, and
All right.
hopefully it takes care of the problem.
I hope so.
Thank you very much, Steve.
That's it. Yeah.
Uh,
yeah,
Steve, awesome to see you again, buddy. It's
yeah,
good to be able to actually talk to you. I always see you over in somebody else's live, and I never get a chance to talk to you face to face. So this is
yeah,
cool. I really appreciate it.
yeah. You too.
Thank you, my buddy. Take
You
care,
too.
Wayne.
Take care.
You too.
Yep. Take care. See Evangelist Stephen. You always meet someone on the know thing. You always run into someone.
Well, you know, it, I mean, well, I get the phone call this morning. It was probably about 9 o'clock, I think. It was right 9 o'clock when my mom called me and said that Nana passed away this morning. She had to
Okay.
go down and get all her stuff. Because they have to get somebody else in her room. That's the name of the game. But the guy told us, I tell you what, the guy had a truck. He says, "Where your house at? I'll take that stuff to your house." So she got in the truck. He pulled around, got all that stuff, and took it to my mom's house, and they put it in the garage. And he is one of the nicest maintenance man that you ever find.
Yep.
And he said, and they told him he could do that. So, I mean, somebody had to do it. I mean, because mom couldn't lift that chair. Um,
No.
and ain't no way.
At least
Oh,
she's home with the Lord, Stephen. That's the main thing. She
and
is rest with
she
him
had,
now.
well, she had the only thing that she wore all the time was like slacks and shirts. She worked with the agriculture department in North Carolina. Agriculture is like farming, really.
Yep. I
And
know that.
she was computer. She'll type out all this for. She used to do all this work, like typing and all this stuff, doing all this stuff with her boss. And be
Okay.
honest with you, um, there's some people at agriculture probably going to show up in her funeral. That's going to probably be a lot more than my grandfather was because she worked with the agriculture department. She worked with Hudson Belts at one time.
Oh,
She
okay.
and well, now it's just belts. It's not really Hudson, it's just belts now. And they still in business. They're not out. Um, there's some of the stores has closed because of the COVID hurt them. Malls ain't doing like they're really lot of the malls has been shut down. Some malls because they're not making it. But now they got this what they call the Epic Center. It's like the video game world. Fortnite is one of the video games that they got in there now. But it's amazing how you look at all the changes that it's making right now. But it's a lot of they're blaming on the inflation and all this stuff.
They can
And,
blame it anything they want to do. Blame it on everything. Blame it on the C word. Blame it on this. Blame it on that.
and then they got this another fiber that's out there, and I said, well, Christ, I mean, man, I said, man, why don't you, if you really know the answers, why don't you try the Bible for the answers?
That's one thing they wouldn't do. They wouldn't touch it. Might burn them up.
Yeah, but and then I got to thinking. I said, I keep telling all the people. It says right in the Bible that diseases is going to come. We got a disease in the world. We got a disease in America.
You know what they call it? The Bible says now what this is the end days.
Yeah,
Things are going on. The pestilences, the famine, the
I
earthquake.
like what AAP because he's really in the work. He said something today that makes sense. He said that we are living in the end times, and he said,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And and he says, and then people told him, says, well, you're gonna be judged because you're smoking weed. I said, but he said, and I said, well, that's a lie because weed is a plant.
Yeah, but it's a drug that he's talking. He ain't talking about the plant. He's talking about the drug.
Yeah,
That's what he's talking about.
But I said, you're not going to go to hell if you smoke that stuff. I mean, you're saved by the grace of God, and you're going to church, and you're doing this.
Also, let me tell you one little story what I preached about today, right? One little story about whatever sin, God's not gonna tolerate it. Any sin around you, you know what's wrong, right? What's in our world today, He's not gonna let that go. If people think they can live in sin and keep living it, what's gonna happen to them? Not gonna live long on the earth. Sin is bad. God don't like sin. He loves the sinner, but don't like the sin that's going on. And you know what sin I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Things that are going on today. He doesn't approve of it. It says all in the Bible anyway, what he don't like. And he words it in the Bible. I read it myself.
Yeah.
And people may not agree with it, but what I preach from that word is what God's words is. You cannot change it. You cannot water it down. You got to preach the way it's written. And people may not like it, but hey, I tell them, if you don't like the word of God the way it's written, speak to the man upstairs. Tell him you don't like his word. See what he does to you. So it's nothing I can do about it. If I preach what it says in the Bible, it comes out. It's that, what I say. That's it. Nothing you knew about it. So we have a God that stands tall, Steve, and we know that. Stand firm in him, you're all set.
Yeah.
And I said a lot of stuff in that video today in that live stream. And I just told right out straightly, there's one subject in the Bible that pastor will not even deal with. And I'll tell you what it is. It's a word that is, one time I remember one church I was at, and I said to the pastor, I said, hey, why are they doing such and such? And he says, Wayne, don't say nothing. I don't want to hear it. I said, what do you mean you don't want to say nothing about it? That subject you don't want to discuss, and I don't want to hear it. He says, you know what that word is? You can't marry an adulterous woman because you committed sin. And he said, don't say nothing, Some people, some churches have people remarried. If the husband's dead, the lady or the man is released from it. It's in the scriptures. That's a tough subject to take up because people don't want to hear that word. You know what I mean? It's a tough subject in the Bible. But
Yeah.
people get hell, Stephen. You remember one thing. Whatever they say is being recorded. The Bible says that. It's in the
Yeah.
Revelation. Things they're saying you, they see rotten stuff to you. They say bad stuff. They start saying untrue stuff about you. And all that stuff is being recorded. And they're going to get it later. The Bible says that too. It's in the. If you're not written in the book of life, but you're a troublemaker, an instigator, and a bully, it will be brought up against you, and you'll have to face them. And
Yeah, I had,
bother you.
and I mean, people. I mean, I remember I was on. I mean, there's this. There's a person that I had to really, really just pull away from, and I know exactly when to cut off people, and there's no reason why I cut off people, but there's a reason why I do it. And I said I don't want the drama in my channels. I don't want the drama at all in my life.
Yeah, you want to come up? Who does want it? Stephen,
And I
you
got
have the right to
sick
do.
and tired. I got sick and tired of people coming in and saying, "Oh, you're such a this, and that." I said, "All right, I'll prove you wrong." And I said, in 3 days, I told one of the girls, I said, 3 days, you will get in a car accident. And that girl in 3 days got in a car accident. How powerful my words are.
You shouldn't say that. That's like cursing somebody. That's like cursing somebody.
But they said I was a liar. Okay? So you want truth? I'll give you truth. The truth is,
Oh, here we go again.
That's funny, Steve, when you said that. That's like cursing someone. Like Jesus cursing the fig tree and they wouldn't grow figs.
yeah. But that's what that was on, but then so she said, "How did you know that I was going to get in the crash?" Because when my spirit sees something that's going to happen, that's going to happen. and so now when she comes on every now and then. Now she sees the truth that I said, now I'm going to tell you some good news. Your good news is you're going to get 100-fold blessing in the mail. That 100-fold blessing is a check. So when she got open her mailbox in 3 days, there was a check to get her fix her car. See, I tell you, when people believes in something, it's right here, but it's also right here.
Yeah.
And you just got to believe in yourself, and don't worry about other people. Yeah. Don't worry about the gossipers out there. They're gonna get what's coming to them.
Oh, I know they are.
I used to hear this thing from my grandfather. Said, "You think everything, you think money grows on trees?" He used to say that all the time.
I read that thing too. And it goes with bad hills.
I said, "You think money grows on trees?" I said, "You got to work for it, son."
That's right. You got that right. On a tree. If it did, no one would be working to be lazy. It'll be lazy. If it grow on a tree, you won't have to go nowhere. You'll be lazy. I heard that story before. That cracks me up when I heard that. Imagine if it grew on trees. You wouldn't have to do nothing to be lazy. It was sitting around your house. So, Johnny Dave, what are you doing, man? What's up, man?
I'm just messing. I got a bad cold. Just messing around with this little cheap microphone thing that I bought off eBay. You know, talk like this.
Your brother
Oh,
was
I know. I remember that.
That thing isn't any good. It's a waste of money.
It is dropped, David. Come on up. It's already dropped. Wow, it is cheap, huh?
Yeah, don't interrupt the show now.
Cheap.
Yeah, I'm gonna quit. It's supposed to cut off, but
It's a cheap mic. You told me it's a piece of junk.
yeah, I got it cut off now. It cuts on and sounds real good, but when you try to use it, it doesn't. You know,
Yeah.
where did Steve go? Oh, there he is.
Go ahead.
How's it going? He can't hear me.
What'd you say?
I said, "How you doing?"
I'm doing good.
Good.
He's chewing on his carbs and whey right now.
Yeah, I got a live at 11, so I probably have to get down in a few minutes so I can.
Okay.
Um,
Get ready for your live. You got to get yourself prepared.
yeah, I gotta also give me something a little munch on before I go because it.
What, are you going to have dancing girls in there tonight or what?
I got so many people going probably on my panel tonight and everything. Everybody ever since, well, so I got
All
so
right,
many.
All right, you got to go get prepared for it. All right, go ahead.
I'll talk to you later.
One of these days, I'm gonna get on there with you.
All righty.
You got to get dancing girls up there. Now Jerry Light wants to get into it.
No, don't care about that. I get in trouble.
All right. I'll tell y'all guys later. Later.
All right.
There's
Hey, what's
Outlaw Creative.
I know. Hey, you want to come up? Want to try it again? I gave you the link. But he's having trouble with his PC again tonight. Here, Dave. Here's the link again. Come on up.
And Squirrel. The Squirrel.
Hey, Junior. How you doing?
And there's
Welcome.
Dave.
Yeah, he's in here. He wanted to get me to drop this link. I did twice. Try to come up. Yeah. So how you feeling? You got a cold? You said, huh?
Me, yeah. I got a cold. I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and it goes off and on. You know, near the end of the night, is whenever it starts bugging me a little bit. You know, I just got through taking some cold medicine made by Mucinex. It's special. Yeah. You know, it isn't cheap. The PM one, the one that's the blue tablets or whatever.
Can I ask you a little question?
Huh?
Do you ever get any dry throats when you sleep?
Dry what?
Your throat gets dry?
Oh, yeah. I have to drink water all the time. I take blood pressure medicine that drains the water out of me, and I get thirsty, and I have to drink. Then I got to go to the bathroom. It's a constant,
All right.
Cycle.
Let me show you something. Go get something, right? You might want to buy that help you out. I had that same problem about my throat. Let me show you something. I'll be right back. This stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah, I might need to try that. Yeah.
Buy it. It works. I know because I use it. I get dry throats a lot, and since I've been using this, I'll tell you what causes that in a minute, all right? I'll be right back.
I just went on StreamYard just a minute ago, and the first time I've ever had to do it, I had to plug a.
Story, right? How many medicines do you take?
What now?
How many medicines do you take?
I take Entresto for my heart because my heart skips every fourth beat. ever since I took the COVID shot.
No, I mean, how many pills do you take a day? Like 4 or 5 medicines a
Oh, I
day?
take let's see, one, two, three prescriptions, and take a couple of Tylenol and a couple of Advil and a vitamin.
All right, so here's the story now. What is causing you is the medicines you're taking is
Yeah.
drying your throat out.
Oh yeah.
That stuff helps you and soothes your throat when you sleep, and you won't get dry mouth at night when you sleep.
Oh, okay.
So pick that stuff up and buy it and use it. Use it like a little bit in a spoon and put it in your mouth and rinse it out, spit it out, and then rinse your mouth out. Count to like 30 and spit it out the water
Oh,
afterwards.
you have to rinse your mouth out after you use
Do
it.
not swallow it at all. Rinse it out with a glass of water afterwards. Count to 30.
Oh, okay.
Spit it out. But you won't let me come up. I'll be right back. I'll see what's going on with this computer. Stay put. I'll be back in a minute. See, that's what you're having a problem right now.
How's Outlaw Creative doing? I was hanging out there, Squirrel. Hanging out. Trying to feel better here. I'm going to change my name here. Thinking about changing my.
All right. His connection's slow. My brother's is. Yeah, you have dry throat problems. That's why you have that. That's how you can get colds easy too.
Yeah.
Your dry throat. That could be a dry throat you're having right now too, because it does have a lot to with it. You know, I know because I had a lot of problems like that myself, and I bought that stuff to help me out. And it makes your tooth rot out too. All your medicines dry your enamel of your teeth out too.
Oh yeah, that's bad for that.
And it stops it from happening. That dry mouth rinse stops it. A little tired. Oh, okay. Are you a little tired there, Junior? Still going through that problem, huh? Well, it's, every time I have this, I helped a couple of people on YouTube about when they're having spirits in their home, and I took a few of them out. And now I met another one tonight that had the same problem. In other words, I think he was taking spirits in by buying antiques from an antique shop. I told him to put them out in the shed, take them out of the house, so they could be tailing it onto the. But I think his house will be all right now. I think. But see something here. I just hope everyone's having a good night tonight and everything. It's important for you all to have a good night, and hopefully, Squirrel, everything will turn out for you too. You come back up my stream. when you get that new phone replaced. Hopefully, that will happen again. And oh, well, that's funny. That's pretty funny. Hmm. Oh, that's a nice picture. I know what you look like anyway, so you don't have to worry about hiding your face. I know what you look like. If you showed your face more often, you probably get famous. Were you messing around with your webcam? Oh, that knocked himself off. Come on back up there. The link's open. Like my cat picture behind me, the black and white cat. Oh, that's good. I think he knocked himself off. Dirty Diaper, the link's still open. Lost the mic and audio. LOL. Oh, you did, huh? The link's still open, Dirty Diaper. Fix your mic and won't come back up. Fix mic. That's better. That is better. Oh, there he is. Well, you like that picture better?
No, I don't know. I don't know how it got on there. That's something you put on there. Something you did to me one time. I don't know how you did it.
Well, just go to the card on the bottom of the screen, go to the visual background, and remove it like that with the circle up there. You remove it. I got the same picture here, see?
Right. We're at the
See
pool
that?
together.
See that?
Yeah.
That's a green screen. You can take it off. See the line, circle through the line, you just move it like that. That's it. Hey,
Trying to get
connected interest.
Trying to get Johnny Cash on there, but I can't get him on there.
Well, you gotta take the green screen off, and you gotta just switch it over. It's like that's a background screen. You have an avatar. That's what you use. So Put
Yeah,
the
no,
avatar.
I don't see where that's at.
Shut your camera. See the camera? You click the camera, and it does that. See it?
Hang on.
Click the camera with the mouse. It'll turn on the avatar.
Okay.
There you go.
That isn't the one I wanted, but it's okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's the one you made for me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to change my name now. Let me go back to do that.
It's easy to do the take the camera off, and what you do, you see the lines up in the corner, right here. See what I'm going to do? You see a change avatar. See it? You click that, and you put your avatar in there. Replace it. Well, everything's fine. Connection, life, interest. Sharon, everything's all right. I know your name. Sharon,
You know
everything's
that thing is backwards.
Oh yeah, go into the settings, and you go
Uh-huh.
up to video, and shut the mirror camera off, and it'll straighten out.
Oh, okay.
So how's everything going, Sharon? Everything all right? Andy says, "Oh, great fun. Were you here?" I think he left. I'm working to turn. I'm working to take turn. Oh, okay. Andy Seals log, great farm. Are you here? He left a little while ago. Andy Sales logs. Welcome to the stream, though. Nice seeing you here. Oh, really? Was she? Wow. Hope everything turned out for her. She needs someone. She needs counsel. That's what she needs here, Sharon. She needs to get a certain counselor to talk to her. One of those, I don't know what kind of counselor you're talking about here, but you know what I'm talking about. That can deal with that stuff.
I'll be right back.
So you straightened it out all right. That's good. Okay.
I saw that what you said. I didn't know about that. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, until she got back up today. Okay. All right. Hope everything's all right with her. Oh, okay. You can stay in the chat, though. We have to work on that problem. Something's going on. Maybe the cord is something wrong with it. I don't know. I don't know if it's unplugged down here, is it? Let's see. Okay.
All right, I made it back. I don't know how anybody can wear headphones and talk on a microphone. I can't do it. I got to hear how it sounds. I can't do it.
Well, some people can wear them for gaming, but I never wear headphones on mine either. I like to be free. That is a new website. I think something is wrong with the tower or something.
I hope one of my sons is going to buy me another computer for my birthday. I don't know for sure. They might buy me a camera. I don't know for my,
Mhm.
TV for my live show. I don't know what they're going to do. What he's going to do.
Mhm.
Whatever he does will be all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just keeping kind of busy with everybody, and I always have something to do.
Yeah.
If it ain't about spirits, it's about T-shirt printing. If it ain't about T-shirt printing, it's something else. So funny. The second person had to help with spirits in their home to get rid of them
Just
was a
don't
guy.
stick.
What?
Just don't stick none through the computer over here.
No, 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 no. That ain't what happens. That won't happen. Don't worry about it. It won't happen. No, I send them off. I tell them. And I think this guy picked up some antiques that spirits were attached to. I told him to take them and put them out in the barn. Put them outside in the barn and get them out of your house and everything. I told him to do that because
the spirits might get cold out there.
no, they won't. That don't bother them. That's
I
the way to
know.
get them out of the house. I think you have. Yes, I have a website store there, Sharon. Go up on the web and I'll give you my web address in here. I don't care if people see it or not.
I'm getting ready for him to do some more for mine, but I've been too busy doing all kind of other stuff. Where I work at, the guy that was there had to go to Kuwait, so I've been having to work by myself. And when I get home, I mean, I'm tired. It takes me, when it's rain and storms like this, almost 2 hours to drive 30 miles.
Mm-hmm.
You
You
know,
got that dry mouth rinse for your mouth too. That sounds like a dry throat. Don't sound like a
yeah,
cold to me.
yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't bother me to make them. Just let me know what your logo looks like, and we'll see what happens. I make logos for people too. I made
Wayne
his.
made him mine.
That's his logo I made for the front of the shirt, and the other guy drew it out in the back. I had to refix that logo too, so it wasn't made for screen printing.
Yeah,
I had I had to fix it. You didn't know that, did you?
no,
I did. I had to fix the lettering on it because it wasn't picking up, and I had to make it darker and bigger on the back. It worked out all right.
yeah, yeah. So far, I got them in England. I got them in Canada and California
That's good.
and Massachusetts, up there near you.
And everybody liked the T-shirts too. There weren't nothing wrong with them.
No, they like them.
Good quality, not cheap like Teespring.
They're regular. They're really comfortable,
Yeah,
and they don't burn you up. Like some of those plastic. I call them plastic T-shirts. That burn you up.
I know. They got cheap shirts out there too. And Teespring has a cheap quality shirt too.
Yeah.
And they're lousy printers too. They don't know what they're doing anyway. People just doing it because they don't have to pay them, and they get lousy $1.50 a shirt. They only make $1.50. They take the rest. How can you make anything on that? You can't. It stinks.
Yeah.
People do it anyway. Well, it's starting to catch on now. Around a few people want to deal with me, and I was waiting for them to come forward. No, not my shirts. I'll show you one of my shirts. You want to see one? I'll show you one. This is a good quality T-shirt. Let me get this off. This is a good quality T-shirt. That's a good quality T-shirt. It's a the Gildan, ash gray, sport gray.
Whatever happened with Scrap with Matt?
He's still going.
Oh, okay.
He was on tonight. He was on tonight.
Okay.
Although he's a big channel, he don't come over here anymore. He's too big, too busy,
Too big a channel?
and too busy.
Oh, okay.
And he's too busy. I dropped over there. I said hello to him. Still subscribes me, but he's just so busy he can't make it over to my channel. He's got a lot going on. So that's the shirt I made, and they're not plastic T-shirts. They're regular, comfortable T-shirts. And Dairy Diaper got a lot of those made by me, and everybody else did too. They like the shirts.
I'm thinking about changing my YouTube name just to Unit 21 Video Gates, you know?
Why is that?
Huh?
Why are you changing your name?
Well, you know, it started out Dirty Diaper as just a joke. And because a guy had started using the name that I had. So I said, well, let me get one he won't want to get, you know. So, but everybody liked it out there that I would, you know, they could remember it, you know, when I would call out there and skip lands, you know, oh, yeah, I remember you, Dirty Diaper. I talked to you about 5 years ago. But see, if I'd had a handle like Clawhammer or something like that, they wouldn't have remembered it.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I thought you were okay. I got what you're saying.
Because a lot of people that I go on their channel, oh, he's a troll.
Oh, give me a break.
Because
Really,
I got
sir?
the name, because of my name, you know.
They're being jerks. They say that. Not
Huh?
troll. They're being
Well,
jerks.
they don't know. They don't know.
I do. Are you talking about this one, Sharon? That one?
She says on your website. Is that on your website?
Oh yeah, they have two Jesus shirts on there. They have the one that I got the duplicate. Let me go get it. I know which one you're talking about. I'll be back in a minute. I got some other shirts too. It's different.
What's that link, Squirrel? What is that? I can't click on it because it'll knock me off the channel. I'm a troll. I know, but they hear that name. Oh, Dirty Diaper, Dirty Diaper, Dirty Diaper. You know, let me get my funny microphone and I'll play Dirty Diaper on here.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
That's Dirty Diaper. Let's see. Let me get the next one. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Trying to get it to work.
I know what shirt you're talking about as well. But
Hello, hello.
I got other ones too.
Hello.
This is another one. About the names of Jesus on the T-shirt. All the names of Jesus on the shirt. And the other one that's on the website, it was made for Brenda Davis, and I do make those shirts still. But you know, if you need one made, I could make it. Hey, Andy, how you doing? Welcome. I make the t-shirts. That was a dark blue. I know which one it is. Yeah, it says. Let me think. Let me see. Hold on. Um, I know which one it is.
I got to go charge up my battery. It said low battery.
No battery.
New battery.
You are talking about the one that says Jesus and it says John 14:6 on the front, right? Is that when you're talking
No
about, Sharon?
battery.
Is that when you talk? It's a dark blue shirt with white lettering and it says on the bottom of Jesus' name, John 14:6. Well, okay. Well, that's good, Junior. Drop links. That's all right. You can do that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's this one here. Believe it or not, this one here I showed you was a bulletin from a church bulletin. It has all the names of Jesus in here: King of Kings, King of the Jews, Yahweh, Mighty God, Messiah, Alpha and Omega. And this is another one with a verse on the back of John 3:16. And the front has all the names of Jesus in it. And it's a medium shirt. I make all kinds. I can make your favorite verse too. So it doesn't have to be the same one. It can be your favorite verse too. So whatever you want, let me know and I'll see what I can do for you.
Trying to find my charger.
I know. Yeah, very white letter with bold letters. Regular large or small on the end. Okay. And you do anything. You can make it small, you can make it big. You know, do anything you want. It'll come out just fine. What are you looking for your iPhone charger?
I've got a bunch of them at work, you know, but all of these are for iPhones. I need to get the one like for a regular little phone, you know, little cheap phone.
Oh, you mean the flip one?
I've got so many of them at work. I was looking at them the other day. I said, man, look at all these little chargers, you know. But I'm just looking here. I got some somewhere. I forgot that I had this cord right here. I'm glad I found that by accident. It's an iPhone, you know, cord. It's no big deal. I don't need it right now. I got plenty. I got some. I don't need that thing anyway. Oh man.
Someone has to get some of that dry mouth rinse.
Yeah, I got. It's made my congestion. I got congestion.
That's what causes it. I had it before like that too. You know, straight, what the hell? You put that in white lettering too. Put all in white. And Do any kind of shirt you want, any kind of verse, any kind of shirt, anything. Any kind of verse you want, I can make it up. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal.
I'll have to check out Connection of Lives and Interest 2020. Can't do it right now.
Yeah.
I'll go off the channel if I do. That's what happens to me, you know. I'll subscribe to somebody's channel and
Yep.
they'll subscribe to mine, but they don't ever put a comment or anything, and then YouTube takes them. I would have already been to 2,000 by now, but it, you know, just three of them they took.
Yeah. I wouldn't even subscribe to her either. Now I am. I didn't realize that. I gotta watch her video. So Sharon, I just joined you. I wasn't on your subscription list. I knew I wasn't subscribed to you, but I am now. So if you're subscribed to me, please watch one of my videos and comment and give a thumbs up and share it out. And I'll watch your video when I get off of here, and to make sure everything sticks.
How do you share them out?
Well, it's like when you're on your thing, you said share on the bottom of your channel.
Right.
You see one video will say thumbs up,
Right.
dislike, and share. You click that and you
Okay.
share them out, and you go
Share
into Facebook or Instagram. You know.
Okay. I got that handle. Talking on the radio, I had another handle. That's my CB handle. And a guy came through town, and I'd had mine. You know, he was a young guy, and I told him that was mine. And he started doing a lot of cussing and stuff on the radio, and I didn't want to. So I said, well, let me get some kind of handle here that you won't steal. So I said, okay, I'll have Dirty Diaper. And you know what he did? He tried to steal that one too. I caught he's on YouTube with a couple of videos that he did with using my handle on that, using that one. But he's gone now, so don't worry about him.
What an idiot.
A good friend of mine, I'll tell you the story and I'll stop. I used to talk to him all the time, probably 40 years ago, and his handle was Dirty Britches. And he was a good friend of mine and all. So I moved off of James Island where he lived at, and I was gone for about 10 years. I hadn't been over there, you know. So I went back one day to see how he was doing, and I knocked on the door, and his wife came to the door. I said, hey, how's I call everybody Brother CB handle. You know, I said, how's Dirty Britches doing? Oh, he passed away about 4 years ago. I said, oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. She said, wait a minute. He had something that he wanted to give you. So she went in the house and come back out with some radio equipment. He said that he wanted you to have this. So that's, you know, that was kind of nice, you know. So his Dirty Britches. And then I said, well, I'll be Dirty Diaper, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But that's how I figured that one out, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of people on CB radio, and Skip is coming back. You can talk all over the place. Just today, I was talking to Kentucky, Michigan. I don't know, about 3 or 4 states. A lot of times talking to the Hawaii, talk to Australia.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, she brought that out, and it, was real, that he wanted me to have that, and she just had it sitting there, I guess, waiting for me to ever come back,
Yeah. Hmm. So why you want to change your name then if that's the store you got it from? I'd keep
Well,
it.
I mean, because when I go on some of these other shows, other channels, and I'll put on their Dirty Diaper, I got to get an Inquisition. What do you have that handle for? Why are you a troll? What do you, what do you, what, So I just thought I would just go with, Unit 21 Video Gates,
Yeah.
Worldwide Video Gate. Because that's my number 21. That used to be my part of my call letter. KLO, Kilo Loco Roger 0021 was my
Oh,
call letters.
hmm.
And that's when my daughter was born on the 21st of, let's see, she was born on the 21st of September.
Hmm.
Bunch of things that I had was 21.
Mhm. I used to be fooling around the CBA when I was a kid. I used to call myself Mighty Mouse on the radio, and that was many, many years ago. Not anymore now.
Well, you have a connection of lives and interests there. One of the popular radios back then you could get, was realistic. Realistic radios, from Radio Shack. Then you had, another one was popular was Midland and Cobras, and I got all kinds of radios. I got real old ones and stuff like that. That's why it's old radio night. I got a lot of tube type radios, instead of transistor radios.
The Wagon Master got a lot of old ones too.
Yeah. He's got some, but he ain't got as many as I got.
He sold a lot, didn't he?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I bought one from him. He's got
I
a
remember that.
video. We got a video on there of it. A General Radio Telephone came out of Burbank, California. You never
Yeah.
see any of them around here, in South Carolina. You'll see a Johnson or a Midland or a Cobra or something like that, but you don't see those kind of radios like it's out there on the West Coast,
Yeah.
But I'm going to get out of here and check out Connection of Lives and Interest 2020,
Okay.
and maybe even check out Connection of Lives and Interest 2022. I don't know if I will or not.
No,
But
Connection of Lives Interest 2020.
yeah, no, I was just making a joke about the 2022.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. What are you trying to think of there? What kind of brand of radio or linear amplifier? Linear amplifier, is that what you're trying to talk about?
I'm trying to.
Broadband radios. Broadband, I don't know. A tram. Tram is a good one. I got about 5 or 6 of them. You name them, I got them. I doubt there's any much that was very popular that I don't have.
She said, "Thank you, Judy. I appreciate it."
Okay. All right. Well, you have a good night. I'm going to check you out. Check me out too. And I do a live show. And on Saturday night at 8 o'clock, I'll have a live show on Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Maybe Wayne might come by and say hello to Hemorrhoid. And
Right.
yeah,
You don't want to hear from me.
you
I
don't know.
can't go hang around with Preparation H.
Yeah, he might be out there right now. But you
Okay.
never know about Hemorrhoid. He's hanging around everywhere.
He's hanging around with Preparation H. That's why he's not hurting much.
Maybe Squirrel could put my link up there.
He's got the rubber gloves. That's why. And he puts I don't want to say, but
Matter of fact, you're not going to believe this, but I just had to go to one of those doctors today and get a checkup, because my PSA test went up to a 7 from a 4. And so.
I'll look at it. I'll look up your
Link.
I'll do it for you. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know all about it.
Yeah, it's okay. I think it's a false test because I ate some stuff that morning and I shouldn't have on the, for the test. This happened before about 5 years ago. It did the same thing, and I went back and retested, and it was okay.
All right, here's his link of the old radio night. Here's his link, Sharon. There you go. There you go. There is Jerry Night with 21's link on the YouTube side. There you go.
I'm going to check you out as soon as I get off here. I'll check you out. Hey, y'all take it easy now. I enjoyed it. I'll see you later.
All right, you too, Jerry Night. Have a good night.
All right, now. Try to get this thing cut off here. There you go. Let's see.
There you go. All right. I got your channel now. Tell them subscribe to you. Connection of Life Interest 2020. I wasn't subscribed to you before, but I am now. So I want to make sure here. Here too. Where's your hand? Yep, I always try there. That's why I always went on tonight. All right, so okay. I'll be watching your channel myself tonight. I wasn't subscribed to you before, but I am now. So we're both. You're subscribed to me, right? Hold on. All right. So I'm subscribed to you now too. So I got you too. So I'll get your notification when you go on live next time or go on a video. I'll get to know. I'll watch a video after I'm done with this stream tonight. I'll go on and watch some of your video, or maybe one of the videos. So channel's really good. I gotta watch a lot more videos. I gotta watch too. I gotta lay them out because I can't watch them I could watch maybe one tonight, but I can't watch a lot of them when I get off here because it's gonna be real late. I can watch a few because I don't go to bed until midnight anyway. So now I make religious shirts. I was making them since 21 years, and you see the banners blinking on my website. Excuse me, my website. I made them. They're all custom. I said to everybody that the custom made shirts I make. I'm subscribed to you now, Sharon. So when you put up a video, I'll get you notifications. When I watch a video, I'll leave a comment too, and a thumbs up, and share you out. Okay. You're welcome. And we'll keep praying for your friend there too. I got her on a prayer list and everything. So we will keep praying for her and everything. So I preached there in the worship channel. I was preaching over there today, and I was reading a chapter from. I sang a hymn over there too. I got a Logos library that has free songs. I can use media files, so I can sing with them. And so I preached from I think 25 of Matthew, and so everything went well. And then Saturday I'll preach another one, and Sunday I'll preach another one too, from a different book. So, sure, I can drop it. Hold on for a minute. I'll go get it for you right now. Wait a minute. Hold on. All right. Here you go. Here's a worship channel link. Here's a worship channel link. That's what I did today. I sang a hymn on it and everything. And so, want to hear a song right now, Sharon? Want to hear a hymn? I'll play one for you. Want to hear one? Want to hear a song? All right, here's a song. Ready? Years I spent in vanity and pride, caring that my Lord was crucified. No, none it was for me, he died on Calvary. Mercy there was great, grace was free, pardon there was multiplied to me. There my burdens open liberty at Calvary. By God's word at last my sin I've learned. Then I trembled at the law I spurned. Till my guilty soul imploring turned to Calvary. Mercy there was great and grace was free. Pardon there was multiplied to me. There my burdens go on liberty at Calvary. Now I give to Jesus. Now I give to Jesus everything. Now I gladly own him as my King. Now my raptured soul can only sing of Calvary. Mercy that was great and grace was free. Pardon there was multiplied to me. There my burdens over liberty at Calvary. Oh, the love that drew salvation's plan. Oh, the grace that brought it down to man. Oh, the mighty gulf that God did span at Calvary. Mercy that was great and grace was free. Pardon that was multiplied to me. There my burdens over liberty at Calvary. Now, let me see. That's one of them. Let me see. There's one more for the road. Okay, one more. And that will be it. Okay? One more. I can't remember how to play it. More about Jesus, would I know. More of His grace to others show. More of His saving fullness see. More of His love who died for me. More about Jesus. More about Jesus. More of His saving fullness see. More of His love who died for me. More about Jesus, let me learn. More of His holy will discern. Spirit of God, my teacher be, showing the things of Christ to me. More about Jesus. More about Jesus. More of His saving fullness see. More of His love who died for me. More about Jesus in His word, holding communion with my Lord. Hearing His voice in every line, making each faithful saying mine. More about Jesus. More about Jesus. More of His saving fullness see. More of His love who died for me. More about Jesus on His throne, riches and glory all His own. More of His kingdom sure increase, more of His coming Prince of Peace. More about Jesus. More about Jesus. More of His saving fullness see. More of His love who died for me. More about Jesus. More about Jesus. More of His saving fullness see, more of His coming Prince of Peace. Hey, Popcorn 913, you can drop links. You're one of my mods. You got the wrench? He's still a mod, isn't he? So is Junior. Junior, you did a good job. Good job. I mean, you see. I'm working on a song right now. A song that I haven't played yet. I can try this. I don't know how good I'll do with this song, but here's a song that I was working on. Oh Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the world's thy hand hath made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe this plain. Then sings my song, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my song, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When through the world and forest glades I wander, and hear the birds sing sweetly in the trees. When I look down from lofty mountain grandeur, and hear the brook and feel the gentle breeze, then sings my song, my Savior, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my song, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When I think that God his Son not sparing sent him to die, I scarce can take it in, that on the cross my burdens gladly bearing, he bled and died to take away my sins. Then sings my song, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my song, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation and take me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow in humble adoration, and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my song, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my song, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. There it is. That's all it's at. Wow. Whew. See, the whole problem that you people don't know about, and I'll tell you. Now, here's the thing about me. I have a better singing voice than that, right? If I warmed it up, I have scales I use and I warm it up. I do go up higher. If I warm it up, I sound a lot better. I haven't warmed up in a while, so that's why it's flat, but I really do sing higher than that. Yeah, we have good mods on. Scroll is one of my good ones, and Junior is, and Popcorn 913. I don't know if he knows how to drop links, but he's one of my other mods. But I don't know if he's still here or not. I don't know if he left or not. I don't know. But we have some good mods on here. So this is a good channel there, Sharon. So that song, "How Great Thou Art," I'm still working on that song. I can play it good. I did play it. I'm getting used to playing it, but I haven't played it in a long time. That song. That song, you have to know your chords. Yeah, a Newfoundlander. I can't remember how to pronounce. Am I trying to pronounce that right, Squirrel? Oh, okay. Newfoundland. I think it's Newfoundland. It's the name of a dog, anyway. And unfortunately, yeah. How Great Thou Art. It was a Swedish hymn, and I did transposition to that song, so the chords are usually flat. I had to lift them up a little bit. So I'm a high pitched singer, but I haven't warmed my voice up in a while. So, but I'm a high pitched tenor, and I haven't been singing in a long time. Not warmed my voice up anyway. So I'm so busy with my shirt business. But I love playing guitar and everything. I write my own music, and I can write a religious song about the Lord if I want to, you know. But I can also ad lib one too, but I won't do it on here because someone might hear it and steal it. Some song I might stop over and sneak in here. Yeah, "How Great Thou Art" is a good song. It is a good song, and it's a great song about the Lord and everything. Everything. This is pencil with tracks. Okay. Have a good night, Sharon. Nice seeing you here. And we are going to get off here soon myself, but not yet. But we have more people up here. I don't want to leave them until they're all done being in here. But we have 6 people in the eye. If more people want to come in, you're all welcome to come in and join me and get to know me. And hey, Ashley Brady, how you feeling? How are you feeling, Ashley? You feeling better? Feeling better? Hope you are. Yeah, I was just singing "How Great Thou Art" on my guitar. Same here, Sharon. Same here. Have a good night. Hope everything works out for your friends that you are trying to help out. We have a great crew on here tonight and everything. And Good, Ashley. I'm glad to hear you feeling better too. I'll be right back, all right? Right back from it. Nothing wrong with this camera. This camera's brand new. Nothing wrong with that. You just can't use a camera. This camera's a beautiful camera. What's wrong with that camera? What's wrong with it? Oh, okay, squirrel. Eat slow. I'll be right back to it. I gotta take care of something. All right, I'm back. I deal with something. Give me chances, and then if it doesn't work for me, then that is when I might leave. What's going on here at the BC Family Dispatcher? I'm giving him chances, and then if it doesn't work for me, then that is when I might leave. What's going on there, BC Family? You want to talk? Come on up. Come on up and join me on this panel. What's going on there, bud? What's going on? Come on up. What's going on? Come up and speak to me. What's going on, man? What's up? I don't know. I thought you were having trouble. I want to know what's going on. You can stay in the chat. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I won't make you come up if you don't want to. I'll take the link out. So what's going on there, BC fam? What's going on? I want to know. I heard something in the chat. I wanted to ask you about what's going on. What are you talking about? I'm just concerned for you. That's all, bud. That's all. You said, if I'm giving him chances, who's him? Then if it doesn't work for me, then it's what I might. That's when I might leave. So where you going? Hope you're leaving YouTube. What's going on? What's the problem? You can talk to me about it. What's the problem? I'm here to help. Need the help. So let's go. BC, run it out. Run it out. Let's go. Let's go. BC, run it out. What? Scroll bringing up? So, Squirrel, what was it all about, Squirrel? Squirrel, were you here? What's this? What were you talking about? Yeah, okay, did you stay away from Kelly's channel at all? What do you mean? What's going on? I'll put it back up. No big deal, you know. There it is. Again, there's a link. No, just that I was concerned about it. That's all. Something that was spoken about. I'm the host, so I look into the channel, and when something's spoken about, I see something that don't look right, I ask questions. As the host of this channel, I care about everybody that comes in here because I do. I care about everybody that comes in here. You got to realize that. You got a host that cares about the ones that are subscribed to my channel. I care about everybody. And unfortunately, that's why I brought it up. I care about you. That's why I brought it up. You want to come up? No? Yes? Want to take the link down? Okay. No big deal. Yeah, Squirrel. You brought it up. Hey, Squirrel, where are you? I'm giving him chances. If it doesn't work for me, then that's when I will leave. Kelly Sheen. I don't know. I think Squirrel may be driving. I don't know. No, it's no big deal there, a BC Family Dispatcher. I was just wondering who Kelly was you're talking about and who that is. I don't have no idea what that was about. Who's Kelly, Squirrel? Who's that? About Kelly's channel. Who's Kelly? Who's that? Explain to me who that is. I have no idea who that is. Just curious. Kelly who? Oh, okay. All right. No, it's no big deal. Just want to know what that was about. That's all. All right. It's all good. All right. You know how I am, Squirrel. I care about everybody on my channel, and if anything's going wrong with someone, I like to know. So, just the way I am, you know who I am. All right, BC Family Dispatcher. But how's your channel doing, BC? Squirrel, he wants to know who he is. So, how's your subscription doing there, BC Family Dispatcher? You don't have to tell me, Squirrel. I was just asking. I got the message. No, it's no big deal. Not a big deal, BC's Family Dispatcher. How's your subscribers doing? I am still at 351. Okay. All right, we have to work on it to get you up to 500. It's going to be a little while, a little work, but it has to be done. I know some people on. Well, it could happen still. Don't worry about it. Never doubt yourself, all right? You just have to visit the right channels, that's all. And visit people you don't even know. When you go into channels, just say hi to them and tell them what you. Just go into a channel where you can get, make friends. Just go into look around for the channels that you think are good. Just go in and say hi to them and tell them about your channel. You might meet some good people. You never know. Stay on here, you'll meet them anyway, because my channel is growing, and I keep getting new subscribers every day, and you could still get them on your channel if you stay in here and be in here at the right time. You would have got more, like the Farmer Freelance channel. Shane's channel would help you. I think you know who he is and everything. He's a nice guy. He can help you out. Your 500 could happen still if you have to go into the right areas, the right channels, at the right time. I went in one tonight and picked up 3 more subscribers tonight. Went to a person in the Philippines. I was talking to her and some American people on there, and Shane can help you with this. Can't help you with your subscribers. He's a big help. He helped me a lot, and he helped even Squirrel a lot and everything. So you got to be patient. It just takes time to grow. You have to be patient. Don't worry about it. Just be patient with yourself there, bud. You'll get it up there. It takes a little while, but you'll get it. You did what? I went on another channel. I went on another Filipinos channel I knew, and they had some American people and some foreigners there, and I picked up 3 new subscribers tonight. So that's what I do. You got to mix and mingle. You got to go into channels where you know or you don't know them. I know these people, but I could give you some channels to go into to meet them, and you have to talk to them. No, but you have to talk to everybody. You have to be sociable with people, and don't worry. Let's be yourself. And there's some good channels out there you can trust. It's not all bad on YouTube. They have half bad and half good. You know, like if you go on the Stevens channel, the reseller, he helps channels grow too. So certain ones you got to learn to go into when you go into. So you'll get it. Don't worry. I helped a lot of people grow their channels. So if you come in here more often, you'll get more subscribers. You have to watch videos after you get them. I got 2 more people I got to watch later. Oh, he's in here again, huh? Oh, the taxidermy. Duke. Toys concerning him. Yeah, because you get a lot of people in here when they come in. A lot of new people always stopping in here, and they're talking, and they talk to me. They talk to Squirrel, and they talk to everybody else, and that's how you get more friends, more followers. That's how it all works, and that's what YouTube's all about. You got to mix and mingle, they call it. You got to go in channels you don't even know and see how it works out for you. There's a risk involved. I'm not telling you it isn't, but I went to a channel I wasn't welcome into, and they kicked me out, and I didn't even know who I was. You got to meet some oppositions like that too, but don't let it knock you down. Go over and see him. Go over and see Steven and see what he can. I don't know if Steven's live. Let me see if he is. Let me see if he is or not. Back with 9 sets live. No, Steven ain't live. Freelance tips for beginners. Um, what am I doing? Get out of there. That's not right. You should do that thing what I wanted to do. Well, let me tell you something, all right? Here is a channel you should go into, BC Family. You want to get more followers? Go into that channel. Go into that channel. Kelly Caldwell. I don't know who that is. Go into that channel. That link I dropped. You want more subscribers, BC Family? Go visit her. Go visit her. That's let me see. All right. Go visit that link I gave you. That's a Filipino that gives people subscribe, helps channels grow. His name is Kelly Caldwell. He is a big channel. Oh, don't tell me it's another wise guy, is it? I met one guy that was, oh my gosh, Kelly Caldwell. Who the hell was that? Okay. Kelly Caldwell. Who's he, Squirrel? Is he gonna be another guy that blocks me? Like that other guy did that night? I don't know if I want to trust Kelly Caldwell either. I gave him a channel by the name of Freelance Tips from Beginners. Christy Angeletto is what really live. Why should you consider YouTube a career? Positive link. She'll help you grow your channel. And I know she can help and grow his channel. The freelance one. She's a nice person. She's one of my good friends and my subscribers. So I hope that you will check her out. Let me go see if he's over there too. All right. So Squirrel Man, what's up? What's going on there, bud? Pretty soon I'll be off this channel for the night. What's up there, Squirrel Man? What's my buddy the Squirrel doing? What you doing, Squirrel? You home now? You home now? And you still driving? Oh, okay. Nothing's working out for tonight, huh? How about your old phone? Is it working all right, the old phone right now, or you still having problems with your phones, or what is going on, man? Oh, you're waiting for Saturday. Well, I hope no more spirits go in that other phone, though, bud. You know, I want my friend to be all right, you know? I told the BC Family Dispatch to go over the lady, the freelance channel. I want to check on see if he's over there too. See if he's there. I don't see him. I don't see him in here. You're afraid to go in these channels. I expect to go in these channels. We don't want to go over here. They're all friendly. She's a nice person out there. That's why I'm subscribed to her. I don't see him over here. Oh, okay, Squirrel. I understand. Okay. I understand. Hope they give you a better phone that works. You don't need all this aggravation, you know? Less aggravation you get, the better you feel. So, see, I'm all trying to help the BC Family Dispatcher get into 500, but you got to get out there and mix with other channels, go in people's lives and talk to them. And that lady I know from Steven's channel, the one that freelance health channels grow, she's nice. She's not a bad person. Oh, I like the lady. She's cool. She's still on when I go off here. I want to go on their channel. I have to watch a few channels. I can't do that. I have to watch a couple of channels when I get off here. Be soon. But it's 11 o'clock now, and I have to get off here. So, Scarl, we have to get off here now. It's getting late, and I'm going to go watch a few channels before the night's out. So, Scarl, we'll see each other tomorrow, right? You take care of yourself, brother, right? No, oh, it goes. Not stuck on my phone, Joe. I don't think that will happen again, Squirrel. That was a freaky thing. You know, you just have to tell the spirit to stay away from you. It won't bother you, like I told you. All right, I'm going to get off here, right? So have a good night, Squirrel, and I'll see you tomorrow. Are you going to be live tomorrow, Squirrel? On Saturday, you're going to go out and do some magnet fishing or regular fishing? If you do, I'll get you notification.